hands-on math. This video describes some basic features of a TI83 graphing calculator. The links along the left-hand side will take you to videos showing more advanced features. The features of a TI83 are very much the same as a TI84 graphing calculator, so what we talk about here will apply to both devices. Turning on the calculator, you want to hit the on button. That will typically take you to the home screen, which is the basic calculation screen. To get back to the home screen, you can hit the second key, and then the mode key will activate the quit command. And that will bring you back to this home screen where you can do sort of the basic calculations that you might want to do. So let me mention the second key, that yellow key, it activates all the yellow commands, which will take you, so some of these will take you into different menus available on the calculator. Some will bring up different commands that the calculator can do. The green key, the alpha key, activates all the green commands. So when you hit the second key, a little arrow appears on the cursor, and so if I wanted to go to the test menu, I would hit the second key first and then hit test, and it would take me to the options available in the test menu. Again, to get back to the home screen, I can hit second, you see the little arrow, and quit. The alpha key in a similar way, if I hit the alpha key, it'll put a little A on the cursor, and then if I want to type the alphabet is available in green, and so if I hit the math key now, it'll put A on the screen. Clear will clear if you're within a line. If you haven't hit the enter command at all, the clear will clear that line. And if you're at the very beginning of a line, clear will clear the whole screen. Some other nice features. Let's say I wanted to type in 4 and then plus 5. Hitting enter will give me the answer of 9. And then maybe I want to take 9 times 2. If I hit the multiplication key on the next line, I see ANS, which means that the answer from the previous calculation will now be used in the next calculation. So if I want to do 9 times 2, I can type in 9 times 2 and hit enter. Suppose I wanted to take that number, 18, and divide 100 by it. Now, hitting the division key, because I've already entered some other things in there, it doesn't bring the answer onto the screen, but I can put the answer on the screen by typing the yellow command, the second command, answer. So if I hit the second key first, it'll put a little arrow on the cursor there, and then I can hit the negative sign key. And so I can divide 100 by that previous answer. And this is very helpful, especially if you have a very complicated number that you're working with. If I wanted to multiply something by 5.555 and didn't want to do any rounding, using the answer command makes that a lot easier. Now suppose I type in something that's maybe a complicated expression like 2 plus 3.56. The caret key introduces an exponent, so maybe I want to raise that to the 1/3 power. And we calculate that number and get some result. And now let's say I wanted to change the 3.56, I wanted to change that to 3.46. So if I go back and I don't want to retype that whole expression, I can use the entry command to bring back the previous line. And so if I hit the entry command, it's a yellow command, so I hit second and then entry. It brings back the most recent calculation, and then I can use the arrow keys to go back into that expression, and I can change the 4 to the I can change the 5 to a 4 and redo that calculation. Now, let's say I want to do the same calculation, but I want to change the 2 in front. I want to change that to a 12. So I can hit second and then entry to bring back the calculation, use the arrow key to get over to that first line. But now instead of replacing the 2, like we did up above, we replaced the 5 with a 4. Instead of replacing the 2, I want to insert a 1 in front of it to turn that 2 into a 12. So INS stands for the insert command. And so rather than deleting the 2 and replacing it with a 1, I can hit insert and see how the cursor changed to just an underscore rather than a full darkened box. And now if I type in a 1, it shifts everything over and enters a 12. Finally, let me mention that the entry command can go back more than one line. So let's say I wanted to get back here to the 2 plus 3.56. If you hit second and then entry, and second and then entry, it'll go back through a number of the previous commands. It's not unlimited, but it'll go back through quite a few of them. So those are some pretty nice features. Entry can help make repeated calculations, sort of small adjustments, easier, especially if you make a mistake and then want to redo an expression. And re-entering that answer can help avoid rounding errors and things like that. And to turn off the calculator, the off command is above the on key. And so to turn it off, you need to hit the second key first, and then the on key, and it'll turn it off. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.